The US keeps calling them partners while trying to dismantle them, using strategic dialogue as a holding pattern to avoid admitting it's overstayed. Patience there, punishment here. That's the ratio. It isn't foreign policy, it's management. Iraq's defiance is handled, Lebanon's is crushed. One is a client with leverage, the other is a warning to everyone else. Yet the situation with regards to militias or resistance, or however you might care to describe them, are the same. The language that justifies this is older than the wars that sustain it. In 1982, Israel invaded Lebanon to expel the PLO. US envoys spoke then of restoring state authority. Hezbollah was literally born out of that. A monster of Israel's own making, as I've called it many times before. 40 years later, the phrase still masks the same goal: neutralize any armed power not aligned with Israel. Iraq's 2003 occupation and the creation of its militias flipped the script but kept the premise: foreign control first, local legitimacy later. Every failed or fragile state the US touches ends up defined by that sequence. Numbers tell the continuity better than words can, though. Between 2020 and 2025, Israel's US aid remained at $3.8 billion annually. Lebanon's IMF package stalled below $3 billion total, tied to austerity and security sector reform. The US calls those conditions fiscal discipline. In practice, it's political blackmail. The result is a state kept barely alive so that collapse always looks imminent, which is the perfect justification for endless supervision. The rhetoric of failure finishes the job by moralizing the outcome. Once a country is branded failed, its people's suffering becomes proof of their own incompetence. Western audiences stop asking who blocked reconstruction, who armed the bombers, who wrote the sanctions. Collapse becomes nature. For Lebanon, that label is a sentence. For Iraq, its absence is a reward.